Good evening, Bell Block Toastmasters. And a first for any club that I have been in, this is a pre-recorded speech. Because I'm talking about Runa, my fursuit, and I obviously can't bring that to work with me. So I have pre-recorded the sections that I want and combined them all together with fancy video editing trickery, and I hope that the end result is as pleasing to you as it was for me, because I had to learn new skills in order to do this, and I do hope that I can use these skills for promotional videos later on down the line. Now over to your right, you'll see that I have laid out my fursuit parts. As you can see, there are quite a lot of them. And first we are going to look at the bodysuit that's lying on my two suitcases that I have to actually try to cram everything into. The fur is not as blue in real life as it is for the camera. There's nothing I can do about that. I have a zipper that runs from about here all the way down here, and this is sort of showing the inside of the suit. You'll see that the seams are machined, sewed together, and yeah, the zipper is something that I am quite wary of, because long fur has a really good tendency to get caught in the zipper teeth. So pulling it down and pulling it up can take me a little bit of trial and error. And here we have Runa's head. You'll see the tangled hair on top that's been hot glued to the top of the head. The horn is just a firm foam core that's been covered in some kind of cream-free fabric. The nose is sort of plush grey material. The eye is basically a white plastic surround that has a bit of coloured painted mesh to cover the eye, but I can still see through it. And here I'm going to start talking about the padding. This is the chest padding. These two are the shoulder pads, and that bit over there is the butt padding. There is more padding, but I can't fit it inside the suit. These are my hands. They also have padding in them inside the two fingers and the thumb. It can be a little bit tricky to get my hands in there because it is quite tight fit when I have the padding inside, and it gets really warm inside there really quickly. And over here we have the tail, which is quite long, and you'll see a nice little tail tuft at the end that drags on the ground and collects everything that happens to be there, debris, stones, whatever. And this is the belt that passes through two holes in the back of the bodysuit, but also it passes through the tail itself to actually hold it on. And this is where I'm trying to find the two holes in the back that you have to thread the belt through, but I just couldn't find it. Even when I know where where they are, so I still can't find them because they're hidden in all that fur. And this is obviously my hooves. They're sort of nice and squidgy, and so really nice and smooth to sort of touch. I quite like them, and they're really quite comfortable to wear. I really should wear them more often just to keep my feet warm. The inside is some kind of sort of pink material. I don't know what it's made of, but it's synthetic. And I put those white knockoff Crocs in there to actually keep the hooves seated on my feet. Otherwise, it is really difficult to walk around. And this is an interesting time lapse I have taken of me actually getting dressed. Surprisingly, it took me only about 10 minutes to get into this thing, and a fair amount of that was just putting this blasted tail on, because I realised that I had got the belt twisted up, so I had to try again. But I think I'm getting better at getting into the suit. You know, it's quite hilarious watching me move so quickly to put this thing on, because honestly it doesn't take that short amount of time at all. Yes, I had to do the obligatory butt wiggle to show a bit of the tail sway, and that is me having got dressed. And this is inside the head. It is quite tight in there. I tried to get my phone in and there's not enough room for my face and my phone as well. So I had to sort of cram it up there and sort of turn the phone around, hoping you could see things. I think it came out fairly well. And that is the end of at least the fursuit part of the presentation. Honestly, this thing is such a strange yet fascinating thing to have, and yes, although it's hot and sort of I get sweaty, I still really enjoy wearing it because it's just an odd sense of comfort. I'm being someone who I've always wanted to be. I mean, this picture is a big diamond art, and that is of Runa's character in World of Warcraft. My mother very nicely did that for me as a late birthday present, and I think when you come round later this week, you can compare the two and see which one looks better. So I have enjoyed mucking around with video editing and trying to do all this stuff behind the scenes. People think maybe I'm not talented enough, but I like to sometimes push the boat out of it and see where it takes me. I hope that this works out for future videos. If you'd like to see more pre-recorded videos so I can properly do like props or other things on the side panel, I'll certainly do that in the future. This has been a lot of fun, and I will now pass it back to the Toastmaster for this evening. Back to you.